Yay!
Okay. We
are
are
live.
live. You should be able to see in a minute when people will pop up. Hopefully.
No, I have to do that. Remember, since I'm on my phone, I have to check that. That's why my finger is in the thing. I really need to do my computer, but I have this light that like holds my phone.
That's right. Okay. Well, I will read some off, but welcome. I know that there is some people who said they can't make it and they're going to watch the reading.
Bummer.
But we will get some takers. I see there's like 7. I haven't seen comments yet, but hey, it is coming.
Hey, everyone. I was hoping being later at night. I guess we need to do a poll and see what people prefer.
Yeah.
Like time-wise.
When would be good for people to be able to watch? I know it's so hard to pick
perfect. I mean, there's always going to be some that can't do no matter what we pick, but
there we go. Tidy girl. She is our fellow. There's Amanda.
Hi.
Okay, girls, we are so excited to have you here. And Leanne. Hi, Mandy. Hi. I feel like this is a very popular note. Oopsie. Sorry. There you go.
Okay, sorry.
I was like, that I don't know. I think that, not everybody loves vanilla fragrances. I know, but I feel like between you and I think that if we had a group of people here, we could find one that find one that you would like. So
not only that, but a lot of times, vanilla isn't a fragrance that you love and you don't realize it's in there. I should have brought mine. Mine are in the other room. I continuously smell them. They smell so good.
And if you don't know, I'm sure everybody knows, but if you pop your little fresh vanilla beans in your sugar, it just makes life smell amazing. And so yes, the subject du jour is our vanilla. Top 7. We tried.
Ooh. 7 or 8. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna this was hard, and because we have so many between both of us, and then I kept on going more and more. It's like, this one has a touch of vanilla, and I'm like, no. I kind of then narrowed back down to kind of vanilla dominant fragrances. Yes. So I feel like, would it be fun to do? I wanted you to, do you have like your number top 1, or do you just want to kind of go through like your first pick?
I'll go through my first pick because I think I do have a number 1, but I'll save that for 2 or 3. Okay. My first pick this is the old bottle. So I don't have the new bottle, and I don't think it's been changed the formula wise, but this is from M. Micallef. And this is Note Vanille.
That's on my list to get.
Oh my goodness. So what I love the most about vanilla fragrances in particular is that the longer you have them, the darker they get, which means the better they get. Like they macerate, and just, I feel like vanilla specifically does that. Like one you're going to talk about, look at how dark one of them is that you're going to talk about that has gotten like super dark. Anywho.
Yes, because when they're distilled, that's right. The vanilla, that's what makes the
Okay, so this one is a boozy vanilla. Okay, I have a couple boozy vanillas because anytime there is any kind of liqueur note, like rum or cognac or anything like that, I am all over it. I love that type of like.
She's our drunk boozy vanilla girl. Yeah.
I just love it so much, and this definitely has it. I think it has a rum note in it. I'm so smart. I took all these screenshots of the notes on my phone while I'm on my phone, so I can't access any of it, but pretty sure it has rum. It has some kind of like boozy note in it. This is one of the ones that definitely gets better with age. So and that really goes for any perfume. I have learned that if you get it and you spray it and you're like, I don't like it, let it sit. Sometimes even for a couple of months, and it will completely change. Do you feel that way?
Well, I think that when I first get perfumes, and you and I are known to blind buy a few, and they've been transported and all this, and I've had to like spray it out really right away, and so excited and been like, and then if I give it 2 days to settle down and then retry, then I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I thought. So yes.
Yeah, so this does sit a little bit closer to the skin, so it's not like it's not gonna like project. And I tried to take little notes for everything, and I put on this. I put it's a little naughty, like it smells a little naughty.
I kind of thought you said when you had like the booziness and the it's got a little oomph to it.
Yes, and this one shines. I feel like in the fall and winter the best.
Yeah,
there's just something about it that which isn't the case for all of these. In
yeah,
fact, some,
I was also going to share like a kind of one I wear more predominantly in summer that's not as
some are more summer appropriate, and this you can wear in the summer, but it might get a little cloying. But this it just really shines in the fall and winter. So that when I Google it and I looked it up, the new bottle is super pretty.
It is so pretty.
It is so pretty, but the juice is like it's so pale, and I'm like, when I look at this, I'm like, oh yeah, I've let it sit, and it's just so good. So that is definitely such a good one, especially if you like a warm, cozy, boozy vanilla.
Yes, and I think that now that we're kind of getting into this cooler fall weather, I feel like that's exactly where we're going towards. That was, do you want to tell her one more time?
Yeah, that was M. McLeff at Note Vanille. And someone had said it was too sweet for them. That's the thing with vanilla. It's a lot of times it does sweeten up a perfume. Yeah. And especially if you mix it with other like edible ingredients, like a liqueur or, any kind of like a marshmallow. We're going to talk about that. It does get a little bit sweet, but this one is a sweet unisex. Like in my opinion, like I would like it if Chad wore this. So if you have like a guy that likes a sweeter perfume or sweeter scent, then I feel like that would work.
I love it. Okay, I'm starting out. It's already cheating, but it's not really.
It's already cheating.
But okay, it's two of the same. But when I thought about classic vanilla scent, I love Commodity. I really think this brand is so cool. Number one, because they have like personal, they have all the fragrances and then they come in 3 different categories.
Personal, expressive and bold. Yeah.
And so this gold, just the expressive, is to me like classic. If you love the scent of vanilla, you're going to really love this. It is a warm amber vanilla. It is just like spot on. I just really love this one. And I just think it's just kind of classic, and it's not too simplistic. It's got a little bit of a creamy underbase. It's not naughty. The next one, well, the bold one, this one, if you want a little bit of naughtiness or spiciness, this one brings in nutmeg. I believe it's saffron and patchouli. I was thinking,
oh my goodness,
like if I was going to pick one for you, Mandy, I would say get the bold.
Okay.
It's got a little bit more oomph, spice. It's got that, like what I think you love. On the day-to-day, like you just want a really good vanilla, warm, cozy, put your little cashmere sweater on, spritz it all over. And it's not too sweet. It's got this really nice, so these, I love Commodity, and I love the fact that you can kind of, like I literally wear both. So when I do want to be a little bit more sassy, I just feel like these are so good. I don't have the softer, more personal one. It smells good, but for myself, I want, I want to smell good for others as well, not just.
Do you think the bold is only more bold in the scent, or do you feel like it lasts longer?
I feel like, honestly, the longevity of both of these is same. It's really more that this one has more spice. So it's not the bold. It's going to have more like, hello.
Right.
You're going to go in the room and people are going to be like, oh my gosh, Mandy, what, you smell amazing.
Which is my kind of scent. Yes.
Yeah. Like I feel like this one just has that. If you are somebody who wants to smell good, people, if they're in close, if they're going to hug you, they'll give you a compliment. But this one's going to be like, hello.
I'm here.
Notice me. But I wanted to start out with these because these are like no brainer. I just don't feel like anybody would be. These are solid.
Right. Great. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have commodity milk and I love it.
I love milk. Okay, good.
Okay, so this next one is one of the newer ones to my collection, but this is in my notes. I feel fancy when I wear this. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a little more sophisticated. It's definitely less sweet. It's probably the least sweet out of all of the ones. Well, it ties with another one I'm going to talk about. But this is from a newer brand to the U.S. called Will Germain.
That's what oh, good. You had to pronounce it because I actually put that on my hand again.
So the name comes, I think it's Will Germain because the name comes from the owner's two favorite cities, Saint Germain and Williamsburg in New York.
That is so cool.
Yeah, he combined those two. I really love the bottle.
Look at the bottle. So cool?
And like the top has the W for the name, but this is Passion Victim.
Yes.
Is what this one's called. And this has vanilla in it, which you can smell, but it's such a good blend that it's really kind of hard to tell what dominates.
Yes.
Which I love a perfume like that because I feel like it makes it kind of mysterious.
Yes.
It is more of a woody amber type vanilla.
Yes.
So that's what helps kind of tame down any sweetness. This does not have patchouli listed, but I smell it in here. I don't know why, but I smell it.
That's so funny when you said that because I was thinking, oh, maybe it's because I was putting on, but I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I literally am testing that on my skin.
Yeah, doesn't it smell like there's like patchouli? Because I forgot you had like a sample of it. Yeah, and I even went to the actual website because I was looking at Fragrantica, but I even went to the actual website to see, okay, maybe Fragrantica got the notes wrong. And sure enough, there is no patchouli listed. But it's a Mexican vanilla, which sometimes can be a little bit more sweet. Yeah. But it does have a little bit of a difference to it. But I get resins. It's resinous. Yes. It's a woody vanilla, which I'm going to talk about one more woody vanilla, but this one is more resinous than that one. And it just feels posh. Like
it feels sophisticated.
Yeah. Like you've got it together.
Yeah. And the funny thing is I was like, there's something in there. Like it is not there. So that's interesting you said, because I thought maybe it was the perfume I'm wearing.
But I smell patchouli. It's not if you don't like patchouli, you're not gonna like this. At least I don't think so. It's a very undertone of it. Oh my goodness, it smells so good.
This is so good. She's so cute. She had to go put one of them's yours. That she ran and put it on.
No, that's not one of mine. Absolute Aphrodisiac. You're thinking of here, I'll tell you. I'll do the next one. It's what you're thinking of.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, ooh. Okay, good. Because I often have the same that I love. Okay, but that's so good because I'm testing that.
So this is I got to move my light because Zeus wants to come in. Come on.
Okay.
This is a very this is the one that likes their Chanel fragrances. Yeah. That likes, that kind. This is for them.
Oh,
for sure.
I love it. Okay. Should I go ahead and do one or do you want to do? Okay. This one, I'm first in love with the little baby bottle.
I have a decant of this, so I can talk about this too.
This is from the Maison Christian Dior line. This is Vanilla Diorama. And this one, I'm going to say, so like the first was solid. This one's going to be a step up. It is going to have some spices in here. It is going to be, it has a little bit of pink pepper in it, cardamom. That's when we were like,
maybe that's why I love it so much.
It's got a little bit of a rum note, cacao, bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, and a touch of patchouli in here. And I think that adds a little bit of elegance to this. It is not a, I would say adult, like you're going to feel like this one. I took this to Atlanta because it's such the perfect little travel. And this was also a compliment getter. Mm-hmm. So all my sisters were like, here, spraying it on. So it was funny because we're just a big, spicy vanilla. The leaves have been turning. Yep. Don't you feel like
I feel like I get the spice the most. Yeah.
Yes.
Which I love. I love a spicy perfume, but for sure. And this is hands down one of the longest lasting perfumes on my skin. 2 sprays. And the first time I wore this, when I got this decamp, I put 1 spray on each arm because I didn't know what the longevity and the projection was going to be. And it legit lasted 14 hours. I could still smell it, like not even having to put my arm on my skin, on my nose. I could still smell it.
If it gets on your clothes, ladies,
it will stay for a week.
It's literally going to be, because I had the coat on and I'm laughing because it still smells like that. And this is one where, because this line, sometimes people will say, oh, they don't think they have a lot of, that they don't have a lot of longevity. I've never found that to be the case, but with this one, I was really glad when you said that, because
and I do have like Rouge Trafalgar doesn't last that long on me. There's another one that is just moderate, but there's something about this one that it will not leave you. It will not leave you.
Yeah. So I wanted to share this because we have a few, this was hard because we had some overlaps on suit. But so I've been wearing this since the weather has switched. And I just feel like this is another, like, not too blow you out spicy, but just.
It's the quintessential fall vanilla.
Yes.
Like it's perfect for the fall time. For sure.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, so the next one, I think this is the one you thought was absolute aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
This is by Merchant of Venice.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I really like these bottles. I love. Some people don't like things that like hang off, but I just like that little clink. It just makes it more fun. So this is not the first one that I've smelled from this line, but it's the only full bottle I have, and it is quite intoxicating. Like it is so good. It's somewhat similar to another one I'm going to talk about, but there is something about this. I don't know how to explain it. It is, again, a boozy vanilla. It has some kind of liqueur note in it. It also has civet in it, which if anybody knows what civet is, it's like a very animalic note. And some people can look at that and be like, nope, not doing it. I don't smell civet in this. So
this is so funny because I'm usually someone who's like, ooh, I don't want to go too animalic. And I have to be honest, there's been a couple of them I've been like,
how is it even in here?
Like, it didn't even come into play.
No. This is very effervescent. It's almost like bubbly in a way. It's like a vanilla scented champagne with a shot of rum in it. Like I don't like, it's kind of like how I can explain it.
I love that. I love that you love all the drunky ones.
I love an alcohol note. The only note I cannot stand alcohol wise is gin. It'll make me want to throw up. But other than that, oh my goodness, I love it. If you have ever smelled, there's an old, very popular one. It's a designer, the Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Did you ever smell that? It was in like I'm looking at it right now. It's in a very gaudy looking Mercedes black Benz black container. But it smells similar to that, but even a little bit better. And it is airier than the Note Vanille. So the Note Vanille was like, it's a very strong, like almost heavy, boozy quality. And this is airier. This is one that I could wear in the summer if I wanted to.
That is so,
so good. And this is also one that I can spray like 50 times and it's not going to be like overwhelming.
I'm just letting my dog out. Sorry.
Okay. So again, I've smelled some other ones from this line that I absolutely love, and I probably will get a full bottle of it at some point, but this is my favorite so far. And it
and it sounds like I need to get my nose on this.
You do. I remember when I got it, I texted you and I was like, you need this.
Okay, because she was saying she just got 4 Tiggy Girl. I said she went to the flagship store in Venice and now she has 4 of their fragrances and she's a fellow crazy like us. And so you need to list off all the ones.
Yes. Did you smell this one? I'd like to know.
No, she has it.
Good. Okay, yeah, it's so good, and it's similar to one of the other ones I'm going to talk about. If you're crazy like Abby and I think it would be like probably beneficial to have both, but if not, definitely you could just choose one of each. But I love it so much.
I'm having a hard time deciding where to go next.
I know.
Okay. Okay, one, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there that I think I have an old bottle, but I feel like Guerlain has the
The
best
best vanilla.
vanilla
Mhm.
DNA out there. So this is an old, this one is Angelique Noir.
Mhm.
This is going to be more of a green vanilla. So it's
Mhm.
going to have a little bit of freshness. We're going to get to some of the more intoxicating ones, but I adore this one so much. And I just think that if you truly, Guerlain, it does such beautiful vanillas that there's so many different ones. And this one I just love because it's got a little bit of a freshness and
Mhm.
cleanness to it. And that Angelica is just so good, and I just feel like this is very me. I love it.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if you've ever smelled one of my absolute favorites that I don't have in here, and I know if anybody has watched any of my perfume videos, they're going to wonder why, because the vanilla is literally in the name. But Mancera Velvet Vanilla
Yes.
is
Yeah.
there. When I first sprayed that, it's in my top 5, and it probably always will be. I love it so much. But when I first sprayed it, I was like, where have I smelled this before? And then I wore it, and I'm like, this is so reminiscent. It is not a dupe by any means, but it's very reminiscent of Angelique Noir. But it also
Oh,
has an Angelica note in there. And I
yes.
think that's why. But the Angelica and the vanilla mixed together, they are very similar. They are not dupes by any means, but they have a similar
But if
DNA.
it has that sort of,
It's a
yeah,
green kind of,
green.
little. Yes, it's so good.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I kind of wanted to just put that out there. I feel like if you love vanilla, definitely check out Guerlain, period, end of
Yes,
sentence. I
yes.
just think they do vanilla as just
My favorite, well, two of my favorite Guerlains. I'm sure vanilla is in Gourmand Coquine.
Did you?
I'm,
We're laughing because Justina, who's on here, has found one in Belgium
in
of
this
this.
bottle
Well, no, I don't. I think it's a
or the newer
different
one.
one, but I am like, I
It's
freaked
not that
out.
easy. Yeah, it's oh my goodness, that's so good. I'm Queer Beluga is another one of my favorites from
Yeah.
them. I'm sure there's vanilla in that too. I mean, Guerlain can do
They're
no wrong.
so, that's when yeah, exactly. We were like, I'm like, well, this has a touch, but okay, good. I just wanted to, so that's just sort of a rounder out, but that's like, if I had to pick one, my fave.
So good. So
Okay.
good. Okay, I'm going to do one that is not going to be any kind of surprise if anybody has watched any of my videos, but it is a vanilla, and this is not a sweet vanilla either, and it is also more of a woody vanilla like the Will Germain, but it's totally different. It is the Maison Francis Kirk de Jean Gentle
Oh,
Fluidity Gold.
yep.
I'm
Where's,
like, I feel like I can't talk about a vanilla and not talk about this.
I'm trying to find my bottle. I brought it over. So we both agree on this one. We love
Yes.
this one. Oh,
This
here.
is this is a, like I said, a woody vanilla. It's
Let's
not
see.
as
I
it's
think it's,
not as strong as a woody as the Will Germain is. And this one is more of like I still feel really put together when I wear this, but this is a signature scent worthy scent.
oh
Like
yeah.
every day, every season, every event,
This
every
is,
reason.
and I find that people who do not like Baccarat 540, I'm like, you're, don't just discard the
No.
entire
Oh my goodness.
brand, because it's like you either love that or not. But
Mhm.
this one, I'm like, no, it has that, still has that presence that
It does. It does.
Baccarat has.
But it's so different. It's like it's smooth. It's a very, very smooth vanilla. I'm not someone, I like Baccarat. I think it smells fine, but
Yes.
I
Mm.
don't I love it. Like it's
Um,
not my favorite. And Grand Soir are my favorite from the
Me
line.
too.
Okay.
But
I'm
now
like,
I'm gonna wear this tomorrow because then this
mhm.
hasn't been getting enough love because
It has.
I've
It's
gotten
so
this a
good.
long, whenever this launched is when I bought it. I was like, oh my God, I love it.
I mean, it's so good. It's not cloying at
This is
all.
this one is Maison Francis Kirkjohn Gentle
Gentle fluidity gold.
Fluidity. And the other one, so it has gold, and then as we're speaking of gin, they have
As silver.
silver,
So
and then
the
the
gold and
same
the
notes.
silver have the same notes. They're just in different. So this has juniper in it, and juniper is usually something I steer very clear of
Yes.
because to me that smells like gin.
Me
I
too.
do not smell that in this fragrance at all. So it goes to show, talking about notes and
Yeah.
reading notes, it can be helpful, especially the more you get to know about fragrances and more you get to know about what you like. But don't write off something just because it has a note you don't like.
Yeah.
And this is a prime example.
That was so funny because I just have to share worst hangover ever in college, gin, and I still cannot.
I just can't stomach it. My dad's drink of choice was gin and tonic.
Yeah.
So like I just grew up smelling it, and I just don't. It's so
I
gross.
find
But
this one's so good, but I do think that the silver one has that gin dryness to it that I was like, no.
Yeah.
But if you mix them together,
like gin, then the silver is going to be great. If you may even like this, maybe you'll be able to like pick out the juniper in this because you like it. I think my brain knows that I hate it, so it doesn't smell it in this.
They want us to kind of say year round, fall, winter.
This is year round.
Yeah, this one would be year round.
Signature scent, every event, every reason, every season, every day.
You're gonna smell fab, and you're gonna feel
day, night, doesn't matter. Too. Yeah, it's a very easy. It's what I call a dumb reach, like for lack of a better phrase. If I just don't know what to wear, I can reach for that, and I know it's gonna fit whatever I'm doing.
Oh, yay! Okay. Ooh, gosh, this is hard. I feel like do you guys want to get into? I've got a few, like if you would like dessert gourmand vanilla, should I do something? Should we wait for that?
Do the one that you were thinking about not doing, but you love so much. Roja. Do you have that one out?
Oh, I took it out. Should I do it?
Well, yeah, because you love it so much.
I know.
Can you reach it?
No, I see that. You guys, this is like hard work. You guys don't know. They're like,
please pray for us for all the hard work.
I don't know.
Smell all these perfumes.
What did I do with it?
Okay, that's okay. If you don't have it, grab a Gourmand.
Okay, I do, but okay, this is just like signature scent worthy for me. And I have like the original, and then I have the essence. And oh gosh, this is going to be more of a floral vanilla. Okay, so this is going to have a mix of things, but this one, my daughter says this just smells like you. Like she feels like this is like, like that's when and my daughter loves vanilla fragrances, and so it's kind of cute. But she's like, this is a you fragrance. But I do absolutely like this is a when in doubt. I'm going to just know that I'm going to wear it, feel great. And I do love this one so much, but this would be year round. So this would not be, you can only wear it, and it's got vanilla base in it, all of that. But I took it out because I didn't think it was.
Okay. So then talk about a Gourmand, since I put you on the spot on that one. I didn't realize you took it out. And somebody did mention
I was
how much they love Gourmands. I was
trying not to cheat. I was trying not to cheat.
What fun is it if we don't cheat? All right. Okay. What's the most gourmand one that you're going to talk about?
Okay. The most gourmand one. Okay. I have a lighter one, and then I have these two that I just feel like are special. So I think I will just mention Jusette. And if you haven't experienced this little niche brand, these are going to be like very much, you gotta love vanilla, you gotta love
sweet. Yep.
Yes, and that would be what I'm saying. So we're moving in. Some of the other ones I feel like could be like you said, that's but oh gosh, this oxidant
Lavany.
Yes. This one, it's going to be a woody vanilla. It has SYTRAX in it. I feel like that's what makes it like special. There's some creamy sandalwood in here. This is adult vanilla. You can dress this up. You can dress this down. It is going to, it's just really a special vanilla. Like I find this to be very unique. It isn't like too overly sugary. But speaking of, you want to bring it up into the cupcake land, then you're going to layer it with this Gourmand Bacour. And this, of course, has vanilla in it as well, but it is also like the first note is like sugar. Okay. So this one is like if you mix these together and you just want to smell like the most amazing cupcake with the best frosting, but it's going to be a fancy cupcake. Like you're not going to be like teenage cupcake. This one is just really like it's got a little bit of oomph to it, little leather note in here. But it is just, these are warm, cozy, like it's cold outside and you actually need a perfume that's going to warm you up and make you feel a little bit like that. These two together. So again, that's kind of a cheater, but I think you could do either one. Like if you feel, yeah.
Yeah. And I was
Because
telling
I want that one that
I can't find it. I took it out of my bathroom and put it somewhere earlier today and I can't find it. But I have a decant, like a 10 mil.
I think I need that one so much.
Oh my goodness. And I literally have like that much left. Like I probably have maybe 2 more uses of the brand new flanker of the Accident Lavany. It's the Madeline.
Yes.
One. Oh,
and it says
goodness.
It's got like peach and apricot, like some yummy. I'm like that alone. I was like,
it smells so. I love it for bedtime. And when I first I took it with us to Disney, and we were in like on the way down there, we were in a hotel. I got out of the shower, I put my pajamas on, and I sprayed it on. And Chad was like, "What is that?" And if anybody has ever seen Chad on my perfume videos, you know he is the pickiest person on the planet when it comes to scent. And I was like, "It's this new perfume you like?" He's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, now I got to get a full bottle because it smells so good. It's like an apricot cupcake, like
that
just with a little bit of vanilla frosting, and but it's soft. It's not like, it doesn't project. It's more of like a skin scent. But it's good. I love wearing it to bed.
Is that the kind I need it?
I mean, I told you when I first sprayed it, you needed it.
She's like, this is like, but we have like ongoing lists. So it's sort of like, I'm like, should I be good or should I be bad?
Is there any bad when it comes to buying perfume? No.
It's just, okay. I can't wait. So those were Gourmand. And then I still have.
So I'm going to talk about a Gourmand. Now, I will have to say, I despise these bottles. Okay. This is the most affordable one of all the ones I'm going to talk about. It's only $75 for this 60 ml bottle, but you kind of feel like maybe I paid like 20 for it. Like it's just not, the bottle is not the greatest, but the perfume is amazing. It's from Keys, which is a indie perfumer, and this is called Delizia di Marshmallow.
Oh my god!
Like it's kind of just a sticker like on a bottle. It says Keys Perfumes. This has 3 notes in it. Okay, it has sugar, vanilla, and marshmallow, and that is exactly what you get.
Oh my god!
It is okay. This is what it is. I bought a jar of hot chocolate the other day at Home Goods for my girls because it's that time of year. And AC was like, "Where are the marshmallows?" I'm like, "Oh, I forgot them." So I went and bought some yesterday at the store, and she opened the bag, and I'm like, "Oh, that's my Keys perfume." That's what it smells like. It smells like, but it's not something that like my 13-year-old would wear. It's not, it's a little more youthful, but it's not so youthful that I feel awkward wearing it. Does that make sense? Because there's some that I do feel awkward wearing that I'm like, I'm really trying to not be 42 right now. You know, like this, I don't feel like that's the case at all. But it is sweet, but it's surprisingly long lasting for this kind of scent. I feel like a lot of times these Gourmands don't last as long. They're a little more fleeting. This one is surprisingly long. It's really good for layering too.
I was going to say that one sounds like, because if you wanted to tone down a little bit, you could.
Yeah. And because it's only got 3 notes.
Yeah.
And it's not super complicated. You know, it's not the most sophisticated scent that I have in my collection, but that to me is what makes the best layering fragrance. Is something that doesn't have 500 notes in it.
No, because other it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. So it's so good. So if you like a very sweet powdery, like it kind, you know how the marshmallow has that like coating, that kind of like powdery coating,
and I love that little fluffy.
Just gives that type of thing. In fact, I just thought layering these two, the Gourmand cocaine with the chocolate and the marshmallow. I just need something that smells like a graham cracker and I'll be a s'more. Like,
You guys, I'm so hungry right
I know.
now. It's like 5:30, but I'm laughing because I already between the Madeline one with the apricot cupcake, and then we moved on
Yes.
to
So Tease is so good. It is not talked about enough. They have so many different scents.
yes.
I think they have a pistachio one that I've tried that's really, really
Ooh.
good. Oh, it is so good. So good. So
Okay.
it's not like, again, it's not like the best, most beautiful bottle. But to me, when you're spending $75, I care more about like the actual
Yeah.
perfume, and it is worth every penny. So
That's like, yeah, that's so good. Oh, okay. I'm gonna play off your marshmallow,
okay.
and I'm gonna
Oh
jump
yes.
in with a
Yes.
little bit of a rose vanilla, which I personally do love, and Love by Killian. This Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. So this one, because the original one can be a bit too sweet on me, but this has that lovely marshmallowiness. This has a big dose of vanilla. I would definitely say this is vanilla centric. But this has
Yeah.
this beautiful rose in here, and this is my fun and flirty. It has a little bit of the orange blossom, but it's a little bit toned down because of the rose, and it's just like so like fun, and I just feel a little bit flirty, and I love that marshmallow, like you were saying. I love that little bit of sweetness in here. It is just wears so gorgeously, and this is another one I think that this one just you're going to get compliments on it. Like there's a reason why it's so popular. Besides
I
Rihanna,
haven't tried the extreme because I'm not big on rose, so I
you're
figured I
not a
probably wouldn't
rose.
like it.
You're not a rose girl. So when we
Yeah.
do the note rose, we're really going to work hard because I've got a
Yeah, I
few
know.
I
I mean,
know that
I
you
might
would
have
like.
two in my
If I
entire
layer
life.
it with some patchouli, I think you're going to like it.
Oh, wow, I have no doubt. Patchouli will
So,
make everything better.
um,
Yeah,
but
so I kind of feel like, don't you feel like Orange Blossom, as far as the floral note, leans kind of vanillic?
yes.
I don't know. I just
I
feel like
feel like
it's
they go I feel like it brings out I do feel like it already
they
smells a
really
little
help
bit.
each other, but it's like it's a kind
Mm,
of a syrupy floral, in my
yes,
opinion, which gives
definitely.
it that like vanilla type of scent to it. I don't know why, but you definitely can't say that for all white florals, but I feel like
Mm,
Orange Blossom is one of them that you can.
yeah, I agree with you. It that will even look like
Yeah.
vanilla. It
Yeah.
looks like the flower that's, like, on the
That's on the vanilla pod. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Oh,
You have this next one
okay.
that I'm going to talk about. This is the one that is kind of similar to the Andalusian Soul. So if you have either or, you're
I
not going to need
love
both.
this one.
But this, I mean, for the bottle alone, can we
The
just
bottle
appreciate
I think
this?
that brand is just amazing,
And
period.
it's underrated. It is not
Totally
talked
under
about enough, in my
no.
opinion. I mean, I have 4 of these kind of like fluffy bottles
Yes,
in
me
that
too.
line, and I'm looking at all of them, and I love every single one of them. But this
I
is
like
the
this is the one near me, but it's not the same,
yeah,
but I have
yeah,
yeah.
that one's my root beer fragrance. This one
Yes,
smells
root
like root beer to me. I love it. It's so good. This one is Nuit et Confidence.
it's
Look,
the
I'm
best.
lying. It's Nuit et Confidences. I
Yes.
just want somebody to say something about my French because I'm not French.
I like it. You're picking I was, like, purposely not picking the
I
ones that
know. I
I'm just
should be, but these
kidding.
are truly like my favorite vanillas. So this one is I smell a lot of
So
tonka in this. Like
yes.
I don't know if it's just me. I know there's tonka in it. Tonka and vanilla can be very similar, but it is
Oh, you said your French is excellent. Yay,
oh,
you got
thank you so much. This has almost like a when you're baking and you
yeah,
open the pure vanilla extract. I'm not
yeah.
talking about that fake stuff, but the
No.
stuff you have to pay like $25 for now. The
They might
pure
hide
vanilla.
it behind they might lock it up now.
Yes, it is. When you open that and like pour it into whatever you're baking,
It's
this
so
has that kind of undertone of that, like a
yeah.
very fresh, but also a little bit airy vanilla. It's a little bit stronger, in my opinion, than the Andalusian Soul,
Mm.
but it's not overpowering, and it has a little spicy because it has pepper in it. So like the first
Ooh,
blast has a little bit
yeah.
of a spice kick to it.
It's so
Okay.
I think of it as very chic. Like
It
I feel
It's like
very
a white t-shirt vanilla, I feel
yeah,
like. Kind of like
yeah.
Gris Charnel is
Yes.
for cardamom. That's
Yep.
what this is for vanilla, in my opinion.
And it's so I love those bottles. Like I love
So
having
pretty.
them on my vanity. And I just feel like that
Here's a little
brand, I
purple
feel
one.
like it was a super popular and then sort of, I don't know, but it definitely needs to um be talked
It
about
needs to
more
be
'cause
talked
I
about
love
more for
every single
sure.
one.
And it is, sorry, I'm having to switch over to read the comments because I'm on my phone, but this is so pretty. So do you need both of these? Probably not. I'm glad I have both of them. If I had to
Okay.
pick between the two, I really think it's more of like, this is boozier. This has more booze in it. This is fresher, more like pure
Yeah.
baking vanilla. So that maybe will be able to help you decide what you want. But it's so pretty. And I couldn't talk about vanilla without talking about that one.
Okay, so quick question we're getting
Yeah.
is, if something is vanilla or tonka, and to me, the tonka underbelly is a little bit more, it adds richness and
Mhm.
depth to fragrances,
Yeah.
but yes, it can still, I don't know if it actually leans
I think
vanilla. It's often
it's
in,
similar.
it,
Yeah.
it
My thing
has
is,
that gourmand
yeah,
touch.
and Tonka is a little heavier to me, and
Yes.
it is a little more powdery
That's what I was
than
gonna say,
vanilla.
powdery, and she's even put, like, a little bit of that almond, like a
Yes, it does
bit
have a little bit of that note to it, but I feel like it can often be thought of as one or the other. Like
yeah,
somebody might smell something that's Tonka dominant and say it smells like vanilla, or vice versa,
yeah,
depending on your nose. They definitely don't smell exactly the same, but they have a little bit of the same undertone to them,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Mm. Okay, quick question, do you guys wanna hear about blueberry muffin vanilla, or do you want vanilla mocha vanilla? Like, what does
Ooh.
everybody wanna hear about next?
Do I get a vote?
Yes.
Okay. I want a vanilla mocha as I
Okay,
drink my coffee at 7:40
um,
at night.
so this is literally, like, I love like, when I was first I mean, I've always loved vanilla fragrances, but, like, this is an oldie but goodie. This is Van Cleef& and Arpels. Yes, this
That's the
is
one that's so dark.
Orchidee Vanilla, and you guys, this is just like I love this one so much because it does have a little bit of a floral note in here,
Hmm.
but to me, it is like I'm walking in, I'm ordering this beautiful vanilla mocha. There's a little bit of powdery
Hmm.
cocoa on it. It's not deep chocolate. Like this one is, it's got cocoa powder. Wouldn't you say? It's not like super rich
It's
chocolate.
not like gourmand cocaine chocolate by any
This is
means.
going to
No.
be
Yeah.
like your entree in, like, if you're not sure if you like gourmands, this is a softer
Hmm.
gourmand,
Hmm.
because it's got a little bit of a floral touch to it.
What is the floral in it? Do you
I
remember? I can't remember.
I think isn't it orchid or not?
Yeah, but I think
Orchids
there's
don't
something
really
else too.
smell.
Yeah, orchids don't really have a smell. It's kind of a fake. It's kind of
Um,
a fake note, but
no, I don't know. I don't think I wrote it. Said something like, I
it
don't
is
know.
really
It's
good.
just so like this was one where I was going back and forth between. Now I had to buy both of them, but I was in and I was gonna get either.
Un
Um,
Guavani.
yeah, this
Yeah.
one I feel like is your butterscotchy vanilla, and this one is more of your when this one's warmer and this one is just oh, I don't know, I just love it so much.
It smells so good. It smells like something else I have a full bottle of, and I cannot put my finger on
Mm,
it.
so
But
this
it
one
smells. Oh, I know what it is. It smells very reminiscent to Mancera Choco Violet. That's
oh my gosh, when you
yes.
got that, that was like your like be
That's what it
all
is. That's exactly
end
what it
all,
is. Yes,
and I
and it's
feel like
still one
the
of my favorites.
chocolate note in there is more, to me, this is softer chocolate, like milk chocolate.
Yeah.
It like the
So
other one had
the Choco Violet has hazelnut in it, so it's a little
yes,
nuttier, but it's
yours is
still very, very,
Nutella.
very similar. Yeah,
Your Nutella one.
I know.
So
Ugh.
that I do think that's another underrated house
Oh
because I
yes.
have so many that I love from this line. I've got I think I have 3 other ones from this, and but I fell in, this was my gateway, like, I fell in love with it, and it was just so good. And then I guess since I put this out, if you like warm butterscotch vanilla, this one is good. I wasn't gonna include it. You know what? I just smelled the Mancera Velvet Vanilla. Weren't you went through all of them? Mandy went through all of the Mancera vanillas for us.
That's one of my very favorites. The vanilla is dominant in that. The reason I didn't put it in this is because it's another one of those ones that's so well blended. That, and I talk about all the time because it's in like my top 5. But it does have that Angelica note. It has tuberose in it. It's not like the vanilla is a very supportive note to it.
Yes.
But there's a lot of people who don't even understand why it's called velvet vanilla, because it's not a standout note. It's more of a supporting character. So that's kind of why I didn't put it in this one. But it's absolutely beautiful. And I'm not sure if the person that commented heard me. It's very similar to my nose to Angelique Noir. So that Abby was talking about earlier.
And I'm laughing because I remember you had gotten like every single, we went through all the cake one that like she was testing. We do perfume parties just between us.
Like on the daily.
I remember that was way back.
Oh yeah. I've had it for probably 2 years now, and I absolutely love it. That's another one for me personally, for my nose, that's a very dumb reach. Like, it does not matter what time of day, what time of year, what I'm doing. I always wear it, and I always get compliments on it. Always.
Yep.
So it's so pretty.
Oh, and I think that I would say for this one, it probably shines a bit more in the fall, winter. You could wear it year round, but if we're talking about, I would say, would you say that one just
probably? I mean, I personally would wear it year round. This spring, I think you could get away with it.
Totally.
The deep summer might be a little too much, but I think it's a 3-season one. Yeah, for sure. Okay, am I next? I have 2 more, and I am going to save my favorite for last. So let's talk about this one, which is becoming a quick favorite. I only have a little sample of it, but this has been a sample that I have had. This is actually my second sample. I've had this for probably 3 or 4 months now, and I always go back to spray it, and I'm like, yes, why don't I have the full size of it? And this is from another line that I do not think is talked about enough. I have 1 full bottle from them that I've talked about before, but it's I don't know if it's Hermetica or Airmetica. This is what their bottles look like. This is Peony Pop, which I absolutely love. This one is called Sandal Sun, and it is going to be your, oh God, I love this so much. When I first sprayed it, I was like, I can't believe I didn't automatically go, because they're not, this is $100.
Yeah.
And like with, it's with our discount codes to Twisted Lily, it's even cheaper because Twisted Lily does carry this. And this is going to be your Nutty Vanilla. So this is the Nutty Vanilla within this. It has hazelnut in it, and it is so pretty. It's not fresh by any means, but it's not a heavy gourmand. Now, if you go to Fragrantica and you read some of those reviews, which some of them I just want to like shake the people. Like, how are we smelling the same fragrance? I know we all have different opinions, but some of the people are smelling something way off. But it is hazelnut is the thing. I do not like hazelnut, like hazelnut creamer, actual hazelnuts. It is not a thing I love at all, but I really like it in this, and I really like it in Choco Violet. Those are the 2 hazelnut fragrances that I've smelled that really resonate with me. And it is a little bit of a gourmand, but it's not cloying. It's very cozy. And one thing that sets this line apart is that they don't use any alcohol.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say it's green, like not green in the note, but it's like
it's more of a natural fragrance. You don't need now. This Peony Pop, 2 sprays, and I'm good for the entire day. Crazy for a fragrance that doesn't have alcohol in it, because a lot of times that's what helps it stay on the skin. But this is really, really, really good. Very easy to get a sample of. So if you're not quite sure, I know Hermetica has like a discovery set that you can get.
It's worth getting the discovery set because it's cool, and it really that brand, that's another brand I think that's really
not talked about enough.
Yeah.
I really, really, really like this, and I will be adding more.
And I like the smaller size. They come in a bigger size
They come in
bottle
a
and a
bigger one, but
smaller
I like
one.
this size. This is
Me too.
50 mil. So I mean,
Yeah.
with as many as we have, we don't
I
need
know.
anything bigger than that anyways. Like, I'll never
I
go through
love
this,
the
but
little bottles.
they're just really pretty. I like the green. Green's become one of my favorite colors, and it's just very pretty. So two things: if you like a nutty vanilla, and if you like the concept of no alcohol in your fragrances, it's definitely one to check out.
Okay, this is one thing that just popped in my mind, but
Mhm.
um, if it does have vanilla smelling in it, but that is it the Boom Boom Bum Bum?
Oh yeah, the Boom Boom
Well,
cream. Mm-hmm.
no, but the scrub, you guys, like you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
get the scrub. It's one of the best scrubs I've ever. I like a little bit more of aggressive one,
Uh-huh.
but like if you like vanilla, and you do that, you come out of your shower already smelling like this goddess lady, and then you can put on your vanilla. Sorry, it just popped in,
I
but I
think
was
they
like,
have.
when you were talking about, so
I
it's
think they even have
really,
shampoo and conditioner, like
oh,
in that
I don't want to
scent.
do that much. I just know the scrub is so good.
Yeah.
Like you're
Oh
just,
yeah.
I like getting the skin off, and it's just feels good. Like it's a good scrub.
It's a very, very good scent. Yeah.
Okay,
They have
but
perfumes too, like actual
yes,
perfumes.
well, that's what my daughter wears. So
Okay.
she's like, she wears the whole shebang. Hi. Okay, now I'm gonna come into, it's my turn, right? And
Yes.
we're gonna talk about a lemon blueberry muffin vanilla. Um, this is from Velhem. This is Poets of Berlin, and don't knock it until you let the dry down happen.
Yes, I
Um,
agree with that.
because I'm not as someone who really loves lemon. I like a little bit of
Mhm.
citrus, but like this is gonna come out a little lemon and a little blueberry. And at first I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be for me. And then this is gonna dry down to the most gorgeous woody vanilla. So if you like dry downs of woody vanilla, and then you've got a little fruity overlay kind of just in the begin. I mean, it just settles down to a really
Mhm.
gorgeous finish. And I find that Vellum, this brand always
Yes.
has like a little bit of an opening. It's
Yeah,
going to
they
take you
do.
on a ride,
It
and
does
then
take you a minute.
when you let everything settle down, then it really is quite gorgeous. And I feel like this is one that I wasn't sure about on
Mhm.
myself,
Mhm.
but when other people like, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good," it kind of like grew on me. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, I want to smell like a blueberry muffin."
Well,
But
I know of a couple of perfumes that if you do want to smell like a blueberry muffin, you can get, because they
yes,
smell like a
but
legit one. But yeah.
this one I just think is definitely something to check out because it is unique, and it just is kind of a fun one. And the woody dry down is gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a sample. I've had a couple of samples of that. And I agree. Like, you have to give it a second, because I don't
Yes.
like lemon. Like, it needs to
Yeah.
be a very, very, very supporting note, like way, way, way back in the background, or else it
Yes.
smells like pledge to me. Like, even
Yes.
if it's like the most sophisticated lemon ever, that's just how it comes off to my nose. And
Yes.
I do remember getting that for like the first minute to my nose, but then,
Yes.
just like you said, you got to let it dry down, and it does like show
It'll
the
shine. And
goodness. Yes.
I would say this one would be, I feel like it's a good year rounder. I wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily say this was, to me, it doesn't feel, I wore this in the summer. Like, I don't feel like it's a super heavy
No, I don't
dominant.
think it's too
Yeah.
cloying at all. No. How many more do you have?
I just have my one special one. Isn't
Okay,
that
me
right?
too. I just have one left too. Okay, so
Okay.
this is my last one. And this is the one that I do think out of all of them is my favorite. And it is, again, another house that I only have this one fragrance from. But because I love this one so much, it is one that I'm going to be looking into more. So if any of y'all have any more from this house, definitely put it in the comments. This is from Quinto Canto or V Canto. I don't know how. I mean, I've heard it said like so many different ways.
Yes.
This is Mirabile. Mirabile.
I thought you did beautifully. Sometimes I feel like you just have to say it with confidence and then they just
And
think
act
you
like you
know.
know what you're talking about, and then maybe nobody else will realize that you don't have a clue what you're talking about. I do that in a lot of areas of my life, actually. Okay, this one is so good.
Oh
So
my
good. A
gosh.
little fragrance friend of mine sent me a sample of this because she knew that I was looking to add some more vanillas to my collection. And this is the one that I immediately put on my skin. I mean, I had like 10 samples. I immediately put it on my skin and I immediately ordered a bottle. This has quite a few notes in it, but what I get is a very balsamic vanilla. And when I say that, because some people, you know, consider that something different than it is, but it is a thicker vanilla. It's not heavy, it's not cloying, but it's almost viscous, if that makes sense.
Like yeah.
Like if you are glazing, making a balsamic glaze and how it goes from the liquid to the thick, that's kind of what this does like in my nose. And it has a milk note in it, which I love a milk note because it gives a little bit of a lactonic creamy quality to it. So the creaminess kind of helps the balsamicness not be too much. It also has lavender note in it, which is one that I hate. Like if I had one note, I can do gin more than I can do lavender. I despise lavender. And it's not because I don't think it's a gorgeous note or whatever. My stomach cannot handle it. If it is a strong lavender, I will physically get sick. And I don't smell it in this at all. But it does have rum. You know,
of course.
It's got that rum in it. It has patchouli, which is another one of my top 5 notes, which I think does not shine through, but you can tell it's there by the way it anchors it and keeps it from not being too cloying. This is rich smelling vanilla. It's a thick, rich, money vanilla. Like I don't know how else to explain it.
But really, I think that helps describe it. That's what I was saying when you started sharing the notes and such. I was like, that helps bring it together.
It lasts a good long while on my skin. I didn't have this in the summer. I mean, I bought this like 2 months ago and I just can't stop using it. The only thing I don't like about it is the packaging is beautiful, right? It's got this like blue velvet, but I can't tell how much I have left in it. I can't tell how much I've used. I don't like that. I don't love that. It's better for the, you know, keeping the perfume like to last longer, right? Because it's not open to light. But I've been using this a lot and it's so pretty. It's just a rich vanilla. It's a rich, heavy vanilla. I would not probably wear it in the summer, but spring, fall, and winter, I would wear.
Awesome. Okay. Someone was wanting to know best for layering.
So
to layer with Lost Cherry, I have a really good one to go with that one. But
yeah, well, the one that I automatically think of, I would have to get up and pick it, is Kayali Vanilla 28. It's one of the best layering vanillas. I don't love it by itself because it just does not last long. But if you layer it with something, it is, because it is just pure vanilla, in my opinion. Like if there's not much else going on with it. So I love that for layering. And then I also love the marshmallow one that I talked about for layering.
And
what's the one you would say?
Tobacco Vanille with Lost Cherry together.
Yes. I talked about that like probably 2 years ago. I remember I was like, oh, let's just try it together on one of my videos. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's so good. It is so good.
It's so good. Like that was one where, you know, it's already expensive to get Lost Cherry. And then the guy gave me the Tobacco Vanille. He's like, you got to mix these together. And then I had to go and get the other one. I was like, I just love that. So if you want, if you can get, they now have little travel decants. So it'd be perfect for that. But those two together layered, it's just an outstanding, it's very, the bomb.
But if you want like just a straight plain vanilla that doesn't really have any other notes in it that you can detect to layer with something to maybe make it a little bit sweeter, if something's maybe too green and you want to layer that, I would suggest the Kayali. And they come in little 10 mils for like $25. So, you know, with the Sephora sale coming up, you can get you a little bottle for $20 and have a good little travel layering, you know, scent.
I love it.
Yay.
Okay, my very last one, and it's sort of special because it was a gift. It is a pricey one, but I just love it. It's from Creed.
So
This is
pretty.
Sublime Vanille, and to me, this one just is it's a fresher. I like the Creed DNA. It has a freshness in I don't it just is a DNA that I like. And then of course I like vanilla. And to me, this is what I'm going to wear a lot of times in the summer. It has this very, like, it still has that beautiful vanilla note, like quality vanilla, but it's just so like I'm wearing a crisp white button down. I'm going to be spraying this on. I'm going to feel put together, but I'm going to feel pretty. And it's like, it's almost like the bottle itself kind of screams what, it's sort of just an elegant
It's
little
so
lady.
pretty.
And this was just something that my hubby got for me as a little special. He likes this, and he's very like your husband, like he'll just be like, "That smells like piss," or um, like
Thank you,
this is
honey.
has
Like,
funk in it, or like he's
yeah,
like does not. It's so when he actually likes something, then I'm like laughing. That gives me permission. Oh, you like it?
right.
Um,
That's why I like
that's
immediately, yeah, wanted to get that Madeline scent because of what he
oh,
said.
that's so funny because she's saying the number 55 by Kriegler. I bought a few of the little samples of it. This is another one of those really, this was Jackie O's release fragrance that's
Mm-hmm.
special. And that's so funny. I don't know if I got that one, but I'm definitely, so I consider this like my special, like when
Mm-hmm.
I'm wanting to, I don't know, you just are having that feeling, but it's something you can wear year round.
Yeah.
Oh, good, someone else. It's just, it's a special one. I do, if, with creeds, people say they don't last or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I sort of love the history of the brand.
Yeah.
My grandfather wore, you know what I mean? Like it has that kind of familiar.
I've never smelled that one. So far, my favorite one, I don't have a full size bottle of it because I just can't pull the trigger yet. But the um Princess Oud, is that what
Oh,
it is?
yes,
That's
that
my
one's
favorite.
yeah,
I
and
love that one. Of course I
yes.
would, because it's like $500, but
So, I wasn't even gonna include that one in there. Um,
yeah, but you love
okay,
it and it's special, so include it.
but so yes, but then she was like, "No, you've gotta do your that's like ultimate favorite." I
Yeah,
do love it, and
here's the thing: when we pick out these, it's not like I don't set out to make sure that I have a very expensive one and make sure that I have
no,
a very affordable one. I legit just pick out my favorites. So yeah, I have one that's $75. I have one that's probably $400, but that's not what we go by. We
no,
legitimately just pick our favorites to
yes,
share with y'all and talk about them.
we
And then, there's lots of ways you can go on and go on to Fragrantica and say, this perfume reminds me of, and you'll be
yeah,
able to find something in a different price range, whether you
yeah,
want something more expensive or less expensive. But we're seriously just saying, okay, we're
we
looking at
we're
our collection, and this is by far our favorites. So
we're having a little bit of fun on that, and should we go ahead and announce our next note? Um,
please, because I love vanilla and I really love cardamom. I have 5 top favorite notes. Cardamom is in there, and this next one is in there, and I cannot wait. So yes, go ahead. You
um,
want to tell them?
Okay, so we've been laughing because this is very not laughing, but I both of us get this. I often will have people say, "Hey, can you recommend a perfume?" But I hate patchouli. Do not pick anything with patchouli. But then they'll list off their
Their
fragrances that
favorites, and
they
I'm like,
love, and I'm like,
that's
"That
got
one has
patchouli.
patchouli in it." This one. And so I get it because I had one of these roommates that, she didn't like to bathe a lot and she really liked to put the patchouli oil
hmm
on.
hmm
So I hate, like, I really, I can say with, for a long time, I was the person saying that I didn't
hmm
like any fragrances, even though I was wearing them at the time, like
Right,
laughing, like, go Mademoiselle or whatever. I'd be like,
right.
I hate. So we are going to share our favorite. We've been laughing because we've been working on this one from so long ago. We make our little lists and then we've been like, ooh, patchouli. So
Now
we're
we're
going to
now we're on the patchouli train, and that's all I've been wearing for the past week, and I can't, y'all. I am not one of those people that say don't recommend a patchouli. I love patchouli. Like, I'm a weird one, but I adore it. So I am very, very, very excited about this.
We're so excited. And I also think it's funny because I swear, I'm sorry, my dog's going crazy. We'll get off. But don't you feel like the ones that I get the most compliments on, I swear, are patchouli ones, because I think that there is something that's just universally, like she said, there's an earthy green. It can smell more fresh. It can smell
like chocolate cake. It can smell like dirt. It can smell. It's so versatile and it's so amazing, and I love everything about it. And I'm the most excited about the patchouli one that I have been so far. So I cannot wait, because I am going to convert some of y'all that don't like patchouli.
Sharon, guess what? She's making me. I'm going to get that one. I actually think I have the sample over here. So I laugh because I think that was one that so now you know how I said we both get to get one. A new one.
One. I've already got 2 full bottles that are on my list. Trust me.
Okay, she's so helpful because that one just pushes the edge for because I've wanted that for a while. Okay. So we are super excited.
Yay!
And hold on, he just came back. I didn't know if you guys could hear him. You have to get your big dog, and then I did.
He stuck his head in here earlier, but the girls are home now, so he's in there protecting them.
Okay. So anyways, this is so much fun. You guys, thank you so much for coming, because
thank you.
This is just like so much fun for you and I to do.
We have like the best time getting ready for these videos, like the best time. And selfishly, like, even if nobody watched them, we'd still do it. It's a reason for us to get on camera and talk about what we love.
That's what is making me laugh, that is so true, because we were like, we should just share in our party, our perfume party time, because we like it so much. Okay, my dogs really are going bonkers. And then I shouldn't share, but my little puppy went poo-poo in the room. So I have vanilla and
spray some patchouli and it'll drown it out.
I was like, what is this? Okay. You guys,
thanks everybody.
Bye.